Okay, black belts, now I'm gonna have you guys working on your self-made self-defenses. This is gonna be best if you can get a partner, your mom or dad, your brother or sister. Just that way, you know, you're getting the experience of someone attacking you. I also want you to write down the moves. That's gonna help you remember it. And when we come back to the studio, you're gonna have them written down, you're gonna know what you wanna do, you'll be able to practice them a lot easier. Position. I'm going to step back, parry, step in, jab, punch, hook, and I key up on that hook. Let's do it again. Ready, position. I go step back, parry, step in, jab, punch, hook. Ready, position again. Number 13. Go. Hut. Return. A little bit faster now. 13. Go. Hut. One more time, full speed, number 13, go. Position, I step back, parry, and from here I'm going to turn, look, jump, back kick, left leg, inside crescent, jab, punch, hook. Keeping on that hook again. Ready, position number 14, jump away, parry, jump, back kick, inside crescent, jab, punch, hook, return. Start spinning it up a little bit now. 14, go. Ha! Ready, position. Again, 14, go. Ha! And one more time, number 14, full speed. Okay, one-step sparring number 15. Now, this one is going to take up a lot more space, so be careful. You're not going to run into anything. If you need to, scoot back in the middle. I start at ready position. I'm going to step through, turn, look, spin, back kick. Land in front, shuffle, axe, jab, punch, hook, keep. Let's do that again. Remember, if you need space, scoot back. Number 15, step through, spin back, shuffle, axe, jab, punch, hook. Ready, position, a little bit faster now. Ready, go. Hi, return. Number 15, go. Return, and last time, full speed. One-step sparring number 15. Go. Hi. Excellent. One-step sparring number 16. Like number 15, this one moves forwards a lot. If you need to, adjust and scoot back so you have plenty of space to do all your kicks. I start at ready position. With my left leg, I'm going to step through, spin, hook, kick, land behind, shuffle, roundhouse, jab, punch, hook. Back to ready position. Let's do that again together. Step through, spin, hook, shuffle, round, jab, punch, hook. Ready position. Okay, let's speed it up a little bit. Number 16. Go. Ha! Return. Again, a little bit faster. One-step sparring. Number 16. Go. Ha! And return last time. 16. Full speed. Go. Okay guys, one-step sparring number 17. We start at ready position. We step to the side, shuffle, roundhouse kick. Now we're going to do a front turn. So I'm going to front kick, reach in, and from right here, jump roundhouse, jab, punch, hook. Let's do it again. Ready position. I step to the side, shuffle, roundhouse, front to round, jab, punch, hook. Return, let's do that one a little bit faster. Step to the side, shuffle around, front to round, jab, punch, hook. And again, ready? A little bit quicker now, number 17. Go. Return, last time, full speed, number 17. Go. All right, black belt to the last one step sparring, number 18. Ready position, step to the side, hands come up, defensive axe kick, shuffle, axe kick, jab, punch, hook. Let's do that again. We're in ready position, step to the side, and quick, I want to throw off that defensive axe, shuffle, axe, jab, punch, hook. Back to ready. Now let's do that together. A little bit quicker. Go. Hi. Return. Again, a little bit faster this time. Make sure to throw off that defensive axe as soon as you step. Step, axe. Hi. And last time, full speed, number 18. Go. Okay, we're going to be going through Eskrima drill number 1. Now hopefully you guys have a partner you guys can work with. I got Mr. DeWall here. If you don't, you can follow along and just go through the movements with us. If you do have a partner, and maybe it's like your parent or your sibling and they don't know any martial arts, this is a good chance for you to teach them. And by teaching them, this will help you with your knowledge of the curriculum. So we're each going to start with our right leg forwards like this, okay? So Mr. DeWall is going to be the attacker. I'm going to be doing the Eskrima drill here. So he starts with base and number 1 strike. If you remember from the 8 count, when you guys were orange and green belts, he's aiming for the collarbone right here. Now as he aims for the collarbone, let's do that again. I want to stop that. Now I simply take that Eskrima and I bring it across and block it. Now I'm going to hit his weapon. In real life, I'm going to hit his knuckles. That's going to be more painful for him. But I like my partner, I'm not going to be that mean, but I'm going to aim right here. Okay, let's try that again. So as he attacks, you'll notice what I also do is I close the distance. I'm a little further away. I wouldn't want to stand here, especially if he has a weapon. I want to be further away. My partner backs away a little bit also. As he attacks, I close the distance. I block and I grab that hand. I want to take control of that hand. And once I have control of that hand, I just slip the Eskrima stick to his ribs. Notice how it just slides to those ribs. And as I slide, I'm going to hit and follow through. Let's try that again, okay? As he attacks, I block, grab, hit to the ribs with a slice. I'm going to turn and come through and hit. You can hit to the elbow, the wrist, pretty much anywhere you want. It's going to hurt them a lot. Okay, let's try that again. Again, that strike comes in block. Strike, strike. Okay, so let's turn it from a different angle here. And let's see here. Let's just go from this side. That way you guys can see a slightly different angle. Close the distance. Hold it right there. Notice how as he strikes, I come in. Strike to the ribs, hit to the elbow or the wrist. Okay, I'm going to have you step out for a second here, sir. Let me do it facing forward so you can see how it's done. Block inward, block grab. Now, I'm grabbing that hand. Remember, this hand slices to the ribs, strikes on top. Let's try that again. Okay? Block, grab, closing the distance. Strike to the ribs, and then striking to that arm. Let me show you guys one time facing backwards, so you can see my movement. Block, grab, slice to the ribs, strike to the arm. Okay, guys, that's Eskrima drill number 1. Okay guys, Eskrima drill number 2, it's very similar to number 1. So again, we're both going to start right leg forwards. We're going to have, a little more distance between us. We're going to back up a little bit. So as he's striking, I'm closing the distance as well. So that strike comes in. I start the same way as number 1. I block, okay? I want to grab that hand right here. I want to take control of that hand. Let's try that again. So as he strikes, I close the distance. Now,
just like number one, I'm striking to the ribs. But this, as I'm striking, this left hand is kind of a snake. It's going to snake through like this. Watch again. Okay, it's like, imagine a snake wrapping around its victim here. Okay, so watch again from right here. This hand just kind of follows over the thumb and it sneaks through. Now, if you guys can see, look how I'm going to turn. I'm going to place my pinky against his wrist. I want to keep this arm tucked in here, and if I keep this pinky pressed against his wrist, all I have to do from here is push. And notice how I freed his weapon, okay? So let's do this again. Block, grab. Now, I'm doing both these things at the same time. I'm hitting to the ribs as this snake comes through, and I'm going to add one more move. Okay? As I'm snaking through, I'm pushing with that left hand. Okay? I'm going to strike right at the wrist also. That just enhances that snake move and, you know, frees that weapon from your opponent. They don't need it anymore. It's yours now. Okay? Let's do this from the other angle. Okay, so that attack comes in. I close the distance. I snake and strike. Look how those are happening at the same time. And then I'm going to push with this left hand as I strike. And I have his weapon now. I can hit him again if I want to. Okay, thank you very much, sir. So watch this facing forward. So again, block, grab. I'm going to hit as I snake. And this is basically like a knife hand middle block. Okay, so let's start over again. Block, grab, snake and strike. Now I'm going to turn and strike. Okay, let me turn around so you can see from another angle. Okay, ready? Block, strike, snake, strike, pivot, strike. Okay, guys, that's number 2. Excellent job. Okay, guys, we're going to work on Eskrima drill number 3. Now, this one's a little different. Instead of my attacker throwing the one strike, he's throwing the backhanded strike, so the number 2 strike, striking for the opposite side of my body. Now, on this one, as he strikes, okay, I'm actually going to step in. And by stepping in, that means stepping forwards with my back leg. Notice how I'm blocking here, okay? I'm basically doing an outside block here. And again, I'm nice to my partner, so I aim for the weapon. Normally I'd be aiming for those knuckles right there. Okay, but we don't do that against our partner unless you have like a padded Eskrima. If you have a padded one, go ahead and aim for those knuckles. Okay, let's do that again. As that strike comes in, I want to close the distance. I reinforce. My hand is behind. If I only block with one hand, if he hit this hard enough, I'd get hit by that. So I want to reinforce, but be careful when you reinforce that your fingers aren't wrapped around the Eskrima. It's like a palm press. You're pressing with that hand, fingers out of the way. So again, that attack comes in here. Now this left hand, look where it's at. All I do is move it here, and I don't need this hand. I'm just going to shove it out of the way, and I'm in perfect position. Strike, strike. We call this one X marks the spot. We're going to draw an X on their back. Okay, so again, that strike comes in. I close the distance. Look how I step forward, reinforcing block, slide, push, and right as I push, draw an X on their back. Okay, let's do this from another angle. Okay, so that strike comes in. I step forward, block, push, draw that X. Okay, again. Good, thank you very much, sir. Okay, let me show you guys this facing forwards, okay? So, step forwards, press, slide the hand, push, X marks the spot. Let me turn around backwards so you can see how that's done. Okay, again, we step forwards, push, strike, strike. Okay, guys, excellent job. Okay, guys, Eskrima drill number 4. Again, he's attacking with the backhand strike, number 2 strike. Okay, so as that strike comes in, I'm going to step forward just like before, reinforcing block. Now, from here, this left hand is going to do the disarm. Remember that snake move? This hand snakes around. Now, what I'm doing is I'm going to pull this hand in tight like this. Okay? If it's loose, you know, he can pull that weapon through pretty easily. Let's try that again, okay? I step in, reinforcing block. Now I want to snake and keep this tight. If I have it loose like this, look how he can escape. Okay, so again, block, snake around it. I want to pull this in tight. Okay, I have his weapon trapped underneath my hand here. Okay, now as I trap this, I'm gonna take my eskrima stick. I'm just gonna simply pivot and do a backhand strike. Notice how right now I have the butt end of the eskrima pointed at his face. I'm just gonna turn, and it's a little snap strike. Snap, and I'm gonna turn the other way and strike to the head and keep rotating. And you can see I barely put any pressure on that, but that stripped him of his weapon. So let's try this again. Okay, I step in, block, snake that hand and pull it in tight. Now as you're pulling in tight, pivot, hit with the backside of that eskrima. Now pivot again, and as you strike, you're rotating. And you can see how easily I freed that weapon from him. Let's go from another angle. Okay. Snake, pull that in tight, pivot strike, pivot strike. Ooh, okay. Excellent, thank you very much, sir. Let me show you guys this facing forwards here. Block, this hand's gonna snake through, come in, pivot, pivot. Watch this again. Pivot, pivot. One more time. Pivot, it's just a little strike like this, pivot the other way. Let me show you from the back angle here. Step in, block, the left hand snakes through, comes up to the chest here, pivot, pivot, again, pivot, pivot. Okay guys, good work. Okay guys, eskrima drill number 5. So this one is against a number 3 strike. Okay, coming either to the legs or possibly like the stomach. So it's more of an upward angle or coming across. Okay, so as that strike comes in, I'm going to do a lower block here. Notice how I turn the hand like this. It's a little tough to block down low, because see what that does is it forces my head down, and that makes it easy for him to hit me in the head. Okay, I want to keep my head up, so I block low by turning the weapon upside down. And when you do this, you want to think about circling with the block, and that gives you a wider blocking area. If I just simply go like this, okay, if that attack is coming right at me, I might miss that attack. But if I circle, I have this wide area that I'm able to block. So think about circling and blocking when you do that. Okay, so that attack comes in, I'm going to circle block. Now, if you see my left hand, how it's going to shoot through here and grab his hands. Okay, so kind of like if you remember number 1 and 2, how we block and grab, we're doing the exact same thing here. Let's try that again. That strike comes in, block, low, grab. Now from here, I have the butt end of the eskrima, and it's pointed right at his head. So I'm just going to follow that. I'm going to hit to the side of his head. Okay, just from here, watch how I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to pull him a little bit, and I'm going to step in as I do that. Okay, let's try that again. So that strike comes in, I circle, block, grab, close the distance, hit with the butt end, just like this. Now I'm going to circle around, hit to his knee. As I hit to the knee, I'm going to pull him back a little bit, and that exposes those ribs a little more. So watch again, from right here, I did the strike with the butt end of the eskrima, hit to the knee, pull back just a little bit, and now I'm going to finish him off with that rib strike, right to the ribs with that butt end of the eskrima. The whole time I'm holding on to my opponent. I don't let go of it. Okay, let's try it again. Ready, block, grab, hit, knee, ribs. Okay, let's do it from the other angle. This one will go nice and slow for you guys. Block, grab. Okay, this is the key. If you don't get this, nothing else matters. Okay, hit with the butt end, strike, pull away slightly, exposing those ribs, hit with the butt end over here. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Okay, let me show you guys this now facing forwards. I'm going to circle block, grab. Look, I'm grabbing underneath the arm, not on top, okay? I grab the hand, hit with the butt end, circle, hit to the ribs. Okay? Again, from back angle. Block, grab, hit with the butt end, hit to the knee, hit to the ribs. Okay, guys, that's drill number 5. Okay, guys, let's go over drill number 6. Okay, drill number 6 is again that number 3 strike. So as that attack comes in, I'm gonna block low. Remember, I'm circling that block. I want to come in, grab the hand. Now from here, I'm gonna take my left hand. We're doing that snake move again. That hand snakes around. And we want to basically get to that knife hand block position, that knife hand middle position. Let's try that again. Okay? So again, it's block, grab. Now, as I'm doing that snake with the left hand, I'm also striking to the collar or to the shoulder up here. So I'm doing 2 things at once. I'm snaking with the left, and that right hand, that lead hand, is striking to the shoulder like that. Okay, let's do that again. Grab, strike, and if I finish by getting that knife hand, I can finish here with just one hand, but I'm gonna add that strike on top also. And I like to aim right for the wrist, okay? Let's do that again. Grab, strike. Watch how I'm doing both things at once. I'm snaking and striking, and then finishing with a strike to the wrist. Let's go for a different angle. Okay, one more time. We'll go slower this time for you guys. Block, grab, snake strike, pivot, strike to the wrist. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let me show you guys facing forwards here. So again, I'm gonna block, grab. Okay, this left hand is gonna snake as I strike, pivot, strike. Let's do that again. Block, grab, snake strike, pivot, strike. Okay, from the back. Block, grab, snake strike, pivot, strike. Okay, guys, good work. Okay, black belts, we're gonna be working on your 6 count. Now, hopefully you guys have 2 sticks at home. If you don't have 2 sticks, you can still practice this with one, just kind of simulate with the other hand. Or if you have something that can, act as an instrument stick, go ahead. So we want to start with, I'm gonna start with my right hand up, my left hand, under my arm like this. Now the right hand strikes high. So we have 2 types of strike. We have slicing strikes, and we have retracting strikes. So you can see how I slice and I follow through on number 1. Number 2, I slice low and follow through. Now number 3 is a retracting strike, which means I'm gonna hit high and retract, okay? So I'm actually gonna reset back to the right side. We're gonna do that again. So again, 1 is high, 2 is low, 3 high, retract. And then let's reset. Again, slice, slice, retract. Now I'm gonna start from here. Same 3 things. I'm gonna slice high, I'm gonna slice low, I'm gonna hit and retract. And let's reset and do that again. Again, slice high, slice low, retract. And all we're doing is those 3 strikes. 1, 2, 3. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3. Slice, slice, retract. Slice, slice, retract. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see how I'm doing those strikes. What helps is if you imagine, imagine there's a pole here in the middle, and all your strikes are trying to hit that pole. Okay, don't aim off the side here, don't aim here. I'm trying to hit the center of that pole as I follow through. Same thing, I'm gonna hit that pole and follow through, hit, retract, slice, slice, retract. Okay, guys, go ahead and practice that, until you feel like you got it down, maybe 5-10 minutes. If you have a target you can aim for, you got a pole, or if there's something soft you guys can hit where you're not going to damage. Don't go hitting the walls at home or anything. Okay guys, let's have you go and get started on that. Okay everyone, we're going to get started on the sombrata form. Now, sombrata form is a two-person form. We have an A side and a B side. If you don't have someone to practice with, we're going to give you a version on how to do it on your own. But if you do have someone, you got a parent or a sibling, if you can practice this with them, even if they don't take martial arts, you practicing this with them and you teaching them this form will actually help you to learn it, a lot quicker. So we're going to get started here. Again, I'm going to be the A side for right now. Mr. Wall is going to be the B side. And then in a few minutes, we're going to show you how you can practice this solo. Okay? So the A side starts right leg back. Okay, I got the weapon in my right hand. The B side starts right leg forwards, weapon in the front hand. Okay, so the A side is the attacker first. I start with that number 1 strike. I'm coming across, and he's going to go ahead and simply block that strike with an inside block. Again, I attack, he blocks. Notice what he's doing. He's also checking my hand. That way his hand can take control of my hand. Let's do that a few more times. Again, attack. Let's do that one more time. Attack. Now from here, Mr. DeWall becomes the attacker. Okay? He's going to take his right hand and aim at my knee. What I want to do is a couple things. Number 1, I want to step away so that attack misses. Okay, let's try this again. So I attack, he aims at the knee. As I step away, I also want to hit straight down, knocking that weapon out of the way. Okay, let's do this again. Okay? Again, I attack, he aims at that knee. In addition to stepping back and hitting down, I want to check his hand. Notice how my hand comes up here and blocks his hand, takes control of that hand. Let's do that again. Attack. And we end up in this position. Let's do this one more time. Okay. Straight, straight. Look at the position I'm in. I have his hand guarded. My weapon is pointed right at his stomach. So I'm going to step in and jab, poke to the stomach. Now he's going to bring his hand across and do an inside sweep block. Okay. Notice how his hand is still upside down. Let's go through those strikes. 1, 2, 3. Let's do that again. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Now from here, look at the position he's in. Okay. All he has to do is bring that overhead. He has a pretty good position on me. I want to bring this up and block. Now, I'm not going to block here. If I block straight, I'm going to absorb all that power and get hit in the head. I want to think of this as a slide. When you go to the playground, you got those slides. I'm going to let that slide off. Now, it's important I have the right position. If my slide is here, he's still going to hit me. Okay, if my slide is here, he's going to hit my knuckles. I got to bring that across here so this slides down. Okay, so let's go from the beginning again. So I'm the A side, he's the B side. I attack. Oh, now that overhead strike is coming. I'm going to create that slide. Now as he slides off, look at the opportunity this presented. All I have to do is hit him on the head, stay there for a second, boom. Now he's going to do what's called a split. Okay, we'll get into more detail on that in a second. But right now he's just going to do the move. He's going to split, and we both switch. So now he has become the A side, I've become the B side. Let's go ahead and reset. So I'm A side again, he's B side. And let's go through that. Okay? So again, I attack, take, slide, and I find that opportunity to hit him on the head, and he splits the strike. Okay? One more time. Okay? I'm back to A side, he's B side. Ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now, once he becomes the A side, all we do is we repeat the moves from the other person. So let's go through this, and I'm going to explain the B side a little more. So again, we know how he attacks. I block and check that hand. Let's do it again. He attacks, I block and check the hand. Now look at the opportunity this has created. I have control of his hand, and it looks like I'm stuck, but I'm not stuck. This can simply slide down. I do that knee strike, so we know what the defense is for that. Now he's going to step back, check the hand, knock the weapon down. And if you happen to miss the weapon, this happens, that's okay. That's why we're doing those 3 defenses. We're stepping back, we're hitting down, and we're checking the hands. Okay, we got that triple layer of security. If one of them doesn't work, you got two more to fall back on. Okay, let's start over again. Okay, so we block, check, strike. Now remember what comes next. He sees that opportunity, the poke, but in time I block it. And this has created my own opportunity. As I strike, I roll into the next strike. Look how he creates that slide. And now he has the opportunity, but I split. So a split is simply a block and a grab. Okay, and as I split, I'm going to switch my feet and split him open like that. I want to keep that hand here so I can strike him. Okay, but he gets free, and now I'm back to the A side, he's to the B side. We're going to start going through this a little quicker. Okay, so strike, 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 strike. Okay, guys. So as I said before, I'm gonna teach you guys a way to practice this solo. Okay, so I'm gonna basically be your partner. So imagine that I'm the A side. Okay, that makes you the B side. I'm gonna be facing you doing the attacks, and it's almost like you're practicing with me here. So as the A side, I'm gonna have that right leg back. You're gonna be left leg back with the weapon in your front hand. So as that first attack comes in, what are you doing? Okay, we're doing that block. Let's do it again. So that attack comes in, you're gonna block. Now what do you do next? Okay, what is the opportunity? Oh, it's my knee right there. You're gonna aim for that knee. I'm gonna step back, block. Now this is my opportunity. So I'm gonna step in and poke. And how do you defend against that? You're gonna do that inside block. Okay, let's try that again. So again, I attack first, attack. It's your turn, you aim for that knee. Okay, it's my turn, I poke. Now it's your turn next. Okay, so you remember you're gonna roll into that overhead strike, but I create that slide. Okay, and now finally it's my turn. I'm gonna switch as I do the overhead strike. Remember, you do that split block, and you should have switched your stance. So now you're the A side. You're gonna attack me first, okay? You come in with that collar strike, I block, okay? Now it's my turn. I'm gonna aim low at that knee. Remember, you're gonna step back as you check my hand and knock the weapon down. Okay, now it's your turn. You're giving me that poke. Okay, so as you poke, I'm gonna block, and I'm gonna block and roll into the overhead strike, which you're creating that slide. Okay, and then finally it's your opportunity. You're gonna try to hit me on the head. I step back, split as I switch. Okay, now I'm back to the A side. Okay, let's do this again. Ready? Hit. Okay, now your turn next. I'm gonna step back, block. I'm gonna step forwards, poke. I'm gonna create that slide. I'm gonna step in, switch, overhead. Now you're the A side. Okay, so you attack me, I block. Okay, I step back and, oh, excuse me, I'm getting confused here. I strike to the knee. Okay, then I'm gonna bring that inside block across. I'm gonna come in with that overhead strike. And finally, I'm gonna step back, split. And let's do it one more time together here, guys. Strike, okay. Next is step back block. Come in, poke. Create that slide. Step in, overhead. Okay, last time for you. So I'm gonna block, strike, block, overhead, and step back, split. Okay, guys, you can see even I had to think about it a little bit there. It's a little tough to practice at home on your own, but if you can get this down on your own, it's actually going to be much simpler to do it with an opponent. Okay, go ahead and practice that a few times.
All right, let's work on Koryo. So we're gonna start at attention. First thing we're gonna do is focus. We focus head down, hands at your sides. You're going to draw up and in, breathe in. When you reach your chest, step out with your right leg, breathe out and extend. This is your ready position. You're getting focused for the form. Let's do that again. Start at attention, head down, breathe in, step out, breathe out. Your arms are extended. It should be a slow process. You're taking your time, you're getting ready for the fold. It's not quick. One more time, attention, head down, eyes closed, and focus. From right here, move one. We're going to step into back stance, knife hand middle walk. Right hand is at my belly button, left hand is here. Both my knees are bent. Next, I'm going to do a double side kick, low, high. Land in a front stance, chop with my front hand, punch with my back hand. Move three. My right hand comes up to my ear. My left hand is still out here. I'm going to draw in. I'm going to push, pull my arms. And at the last second, I flip the last little bit. Again, it's slow, and I lock it into place. Let's do that again. Start at the end of focus. Back stance, knife hand middle. Double side kick. Chop, punch in a front stance. And retreat inside block. From here, we're going to step behind, right leg into a back stance, knife hand middle. Left leg, double side kick, low, high. Land front stance, chop, punch. Remember, we're going to leave this hand out here. Left hand comes up to my ear. I retreat inside block. Let's do those first 6 moves again. End of focus. 1, back stance, knife hand middle. 2, double side, front stance, chop, punch. 3, right hand up, retreat, inside. 4, back stance, knife hand middle. 5, double side, front stance, chop, punch. 6, hand up to the ear, retreat, inside. Let's do that one more time, a little bit quicker, and then we'll add on more of the form. So we're at the end of focus. 1, back knife. 2, double side, chop, punch. 3, retreat in. 4, back knife. 5, double side, chop, punch in a front stance. 6, retreat. Okay, let's do that first section and we'll move on into the second part. So I'm at attention, head down. Let's start with that focus. Remember those first 6 moves. Back stance, knife hand middle. Double side, chop, punch. Retreat, inside. Back stance, knife middle. Double side, chop, punch. Retreat, inside. Now let's work on the transition to the next part of the form, and then we're only going to work on the next part of the form. So I'm here, I just finished 6. For 7, my left leg is going to step into a front stance, down chop, eagle claw. Eagle claw is to the throat. Let's do that transition again. So I'm here, I step forward with my left leg, my left hand comes up to my shoulder, down chop. I'm not sweeping past myself, I'm ending in the middle. I push, pull, eagle claw to the throat. This is where we're going to start the rest of the form from. So again, 8, front kick, right hand comes up, down chop, eagle claw. I'm in that front stance. 9, front kick, down chop, eagle claw. And let's do that again. So I'm here at 7, chop, eagle in a front stance. 8, kick, down chop, eagle. Making sure I land and balance into front stance. 9, front kick, down chop, eagle. 10, I'm gonna kick, but instead of chopping, I'm gonna take my right hand, I scoop, left hand comes up, knee break. I'm catching somebody's leg, I'm breaking the knee. So I'm holding onto their ankle here, thrusting down. Let's do that section again. I'm starting at 7, front stance, chop, eagle. 8, kick, front stance, down chop, eagle. 9, front kick, down chop, eagle. 10, front kick, scoop, knee break. Now, move 11. I'm going to take my left leg. I step behind into front stance. Double arm break. Keep. That double arm break, I'm going to do it facing you guys. I'm just taking my arms and I'm doing 2 outside blocks at the same time. Let's do that section again. Chop, eagle. 8, front kick, down chop, eagle. I'm in that front stance. 9, kick, chop, eagle. 10, kick, scoop, break. 11, I'm gonna step through, double outside, double arm break, and I'm gonna keep. 12, front kick, left hand scoops, right hand arm, knee break, and next, kick, double arm breaking. And this one I didn't turn around on, I just did the arm. Let's do those again. That middle section, starting from front stance, down chop, eagle claw. Front kick, down chop, eagle claw. Front kick, down chop, eagle claw. Front kick, scoop, knee break. Step around, kick, double arm break. Kick, scoop, knee break. Kick, double arm break. All right, let's put that together with the first part. We're going to do all of those moves in order. Start at the end of focus. 1, back stance, knife hand middle. 2, double side, chop, punch. 3, retreat in. 4, back stance, knife hand middle. 5, double side, front stance, chop, punch. 6, retreat in. 7, front stance, down chop, eagle. 8, front kick, front stance, down chop, eagle. 9, front kick, front stance, down chop, eagle. 10, front kick, scoop, knee break. 11, step around, kick, front stance, double arm break. Next, kick, scoop, knee break, double arm break, kick. All right, picking up from that second double arm break, let's work on the next section of the form. Now the next section of the form is going to be mirrored. We're going to do it one time on the left side, one time on the right side. So I'm starting here in my front stance. My right leg is back, my left leg is in front. I just did that double arm break. I'm going to draw my right leg in, pivot, and step into a back stance with that right leg. As I step down, I'm going to do a knife hand blow. Not a knife hand middle, just a single. So my left hand is out, my right hand is back on my hip. Let's do that transition. I'm here, I have my left leg in front, my right leg in back, I just did that double outside. I draw in, step out, single knife hand blow. Now from here, extend punch, slide across elbow, side kick back fist, land in a front stance. Right leg in front. I'm going to do a reverse guarding spear hand thrust. My right hand is up here by my ear. My left hand is coming down. Let's do that again. That's a lot in one move. Let's break it down nice and slow. So I'm here, and I double out, step around, back stance, single knife hand. Now all of this, the next part is one move. I reach, punch, slide across, I'm elbowing, I'm crossing my feet with my left leg, side kick, my left hand back fist, re-chamber pivot, land in a front stance. My left hand is going to thrust down, my right hand is going to come across. Reverse guarding spear hand thrust. Let's do that again. Let's start this time from our single knife hand. Back stance, single knife hand, extend, punch, slide, side back, back stance, reverse guarding spear hand thrust. Next move, I'm going to come together into 3/4 down. My left fist is about halfway up my body. I'm doing a down block with my right. I'm going to flick, step forwards, palm press. I'm in a neutral stance. I'm not bending, I'm not in the back stance. I'm just relaxed. I'm ready to go. Next, I'm going to pivot, step into a back stance, elbow smash. And from right here, next move I transition into a single knife hand. Let's do just that part again. So I'm starting here, left leg forward, back stance, single knife hand block. I extend, punch, slide elbow, side back, land in a front stance, reverse guarding spear hand thrust. Fists draw together, 3/4 down block, flip, palm press, pivot, I step into the back stance, elbow, and I transition from here without moving my feet into a back stance single knife hand. Now I'm going to do all that again, but on this side. I extend, punch, slide, elbow, side, back, land in a front stance. This time, right hand is striking down, left hand is my guard, reverse guarding spear hand thrust in a front stance. Fists, I draw together, 3/4 down block, flick, palm press, neutral stance, and again I'm going to pivot through, back stance, elbow. Let's do that whole section again, and then we'll add it into those first two parts we did. Starting, back stance, single knife hand. Extend, punch, slide, elbow, side, back, reverse guarding spear hand thrust in a front stance. 3/4 down block, neutral stance, palm press, pivot, back stance, elbow. Without moving the feet, transition into a single knife hand, still in that back stance. Extend, punch, slide, elbow, side, back, reverse guarding spear hand thrust, front stance, left leg is in front. Draw in, 3/4 down, palm press, neutral stance, pivot, back stance, elbow. Okay, so we're going to pick up for the end of the form. I'm here in my back stance. I just did that elbow. I'm going to come together, rising sun salutation. My arms come in and up. I'm chambering. Right leg steps around behind, front stance, inside chop, down chop. I step forwards, left hand, front stance, in chop, down chop, front stance, in chop, down chop, and one more time, front stance, in, down. Last move of the form, I'm going to step forwards, front stance, eagle claw. Here, come in, focus, and back. Let's do that again, facing this way, and then I'm going to turn around so you guys can see it at a different angle. So I'm here at the elbow, the end of section 3. I come together, rising sun salutation, pivot, front stance, in, down chop, step forward, inside chop, down chop, front stance, inside chop, down chop, one more, front stance, in, down, step forwards, front stance, eagle claw, kill, left leg comes in, salute, back. Now I'm going to do that facing you guys so you can see my feet and my hand strikes from the front. I do my elbow, I draw together the rising sun salutation. Right leg comes forwards front stance, inside chop, down chop. Front stance, in and down. Front stance, in, down. Front stance, in, down. And last one, front stance, eagle claw. Keep. I draw it together, salute, and back. All right, let's put it all together. We're going to start with that focus. Attention, and focus. And follow along with me. Back stance, knife hand middle. Double side, front stance, chop, punch. Retreat, inside walk. Back stance, knife hand middle. Double side, front stance, chop, punch. Retreat, inside. Front stance, down chop, eagle claw. Front kick, down chop, eagle claw. Front kick, down chop, eagle claw. Front kick, scoop, knee break. Left leg steps around behind into that front stance. Kick, double arm break. Front kick, scoop, knee break. Double arm break, kick. Right leg draw together and behind. Back stance, single knife hand. Extend, punch. Slide, elbow. Side back. Front stance, reverse guarding spear hand thrust. Draw together, 3/4 down. Neutral stance, palm press. Pivot, back stance, elbow. Without moving the feet, go straight into that back stance, single knife. Extend, punch. Slide, elbow. Side back. Reverse guarding spear hand thrust. 3/4 down walk. Palm press, neutral stance. Pivot, back stance, elbow. Rising sun salutation. Step behind, front stance with the right leg, inside chop, down chop. Step forwards, front stance, inside chop, down chop. Front stance, inside, down. Front stance, inside, down. Front stance, eagle claw, kick. Left leg draws in, focus, salute, and back.